Hi besties, here is day one vlog of our vacation. I'll be giving a tour of our Airbnb that we were staying at. We drove over 10 hours to get to Delaware from Illinois. Yes, over 10 hours. Obviously, we stopped for breaks and, gas and bathroom and food. So that's why it was over 10 hours straight. We did not stay the night anywhere or anything of that sort, but yeah, that was a fun drive. If you want a preview of that, that is on my TikTok. But yeah, this is the Airbnb that we were staying at. It was very secluded. We had to drive like 20-30 minutes out, mostly because of traffic. It did get easier to get back to where we were staying at just because there wasn't a lot of people out. But getting to places was rough. But as you can see, there was a bedroom that me and my brother shared. My sister was sleeping in the living room. She took up the whole space. There's a little enclosed patio that we had. I would sit out there in the morning. Here I am getting ready for the day. This was our first day there after getting there at 5 a.m. that morning. So I barely had, any decent sleep. Everybody else was clearly still sleeping, but for whatever reason, I can't sleep in past 10 a.m. So I was up and just getting ready for the day. Here's my moisturizer just to show you I was not fully naked. I had a towel on. But here's my skincare that I always use and bring. I did have a couple of new items that were travel size, so it could fit in my luggage and stuff. But mostly the same thing. Two toners for my skin. The exfoliating glycolic acid by Good Molecules and an AHA by Ole Henriksen. So got those mixed up on a sheet that I brought, which later I'll show you how that works. It was literally so cool that I had these in my makeup bag. But anyways, yep, just doing my skincare routine. And then I used the lash serum by, what is that called? The Ordinary brand. This is a fun voiceover. Anyway, yeah, I put that both on top, bottom, and sometimes my eyebrows, depending on how I'm feeling for the day. Yeah, so we're putting that on, and then moisturizer, of course. I went with a skin smoothing cream by Dermalogica. I don't know why my mind is going blank when the products are literally right in front of me. But yeah, it was really cold, and my skin was super super dry, so I also know for a fact I did not drink a lot of water on this trip, so my skin was most likely dehydrated, and it was sunny as hell, so we had to put on that sunscreen, y'all. SPF 50 is perfect. Get your three fingers to ensure you have the proper coverage. Top to bottom, all in the crevices, ears, nose, eyeballs, all the above. Definitely get a sunscreen that's obviously not going to burn you because I've had sunscreens where I put it on my eyelid and then throughout the day, since I am oily, it just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, drips down into my eyeball. So then I'm like literally dying throughout the day. But this one doesn't do that. It actually stays in place and it doesn't burn my eyes. So here we are about to get ready. Went with something comfy, cozy. We, as I said, didn't do anything. Um, Here I am just doing a simple little makeup routine. It was probably 11-ish at this time, I want to say. And I'm putting on some earrings, my little ring stack that I brought with me. These are my favorite. And you'll get to see my nails too that I did for New Year's. See, so pretty. I kind of like the way these turned out, but it was all right. Anyways, let's go move on to makeup. And here we are in front of the window. You can see how like the lighting changed throughout the whole time. It was super super cloudy that day. So I pretty much just went in with a few simple products, keeping it light. As I said, we weren't doing much, but I wanted to feel my best to look a little cute. So I used the NARS tinted moisturizer. It does have SPF on top as well, and a little bit of the NYX concealer, and mix those two together just for a tiny bit of extra coverage. And I use the Max spray to wet my brush so that it blends out nicely. And then I used a milk bronzer that I have just on the center-ish areas, because then I will go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick and put that in like the chiseled, I guess you can say, areas of my face. So you'll see here, that's my Anastasia stick. And I put that like at the very edge of my cheekbones and like the corners of my forehead, a little bit under my nose, and gotta gotta hide that double chin. And the same thing, I wet the brush and then I'll blend that out. And then I go in with the LYS blush. This one is one of my favorites. It's like a pinky berry color, and I went in with the brush, had to dip it into the product. Of course, my hair was most likely in it. And apply it as normal. I do usually put my blush on like the higher points of my cheeks now at this point. I used to put them more towards on the apples, but I like it better when it's all kind of pulled back, give me like a lifted look. And then just to give me a little bit of a sun-kissed touch, I guess you can say, I put like teeniest bit, just whatever's on the brush, on my forehead, my nose, my chin, just so it kind of blends out better. I don't know, in my mind it makes it look better. If it doesn't, that's not my business. I just I like it. So if you don't, that's your business. Don't tell me. Thank you. But for me, it blends easier. And then I use the Cosmetics Bye Bye Pore powder. I just take the tiniest bit on the puff and just press it into my skin. So that way this works amazing with blending out my pores and keeping my skin smooth and matte, just at least in the T-zone areas where I mostly use it. So that is what I'm doing. And especially I wear glasses, so I definitely put a lot in that area. Just to, I mean, it ends up coming off anyway, just because I'm not oily on my nose. So it is what it is, but I try to prevent it for as long as I can. And then, of course, some setting spray to kind of melt it all together. And then I use the NYX Glue Brow Gel just to set them brows in place because they were looking a little crazy. But and then we went in with some eyelash curler and a tiny bit of the Rare Beauty mascara is what I used. I love that mascara. And that was pretty much my makeup routine. I did go in with a lip stain, which you'll see here shortly. which I believe the lip stain is a Revlon one. I'll have to double check, but I believe it's a Revlon lip stain that I love. And this color is like a mauve pink, and it does the job. It gives me like a your lips but better type of feel, you know? So of course I just blend it out a little bit because I don't like it to be like too exaggerated. As I said, I like a chill, my lips but better type of vibe. And then that's pretty much it for the makeup. Put my glasses on so I can see. And that's it. All we did was go drive around a little bit, like 15 minutes away. There was a beach, so we went there, and as you can see, it's like 11:30 at this point, and at night when we went from daytime. So yeah, we went to the beach and walked for a little bit. It was just me, my brother, and my mom's boyfriend, so we really didn't do anything for a while. We drove around for a little bit just to see what was in the area, and then we went back to our Airbnb. We brought food for my mom and my sister because they slept. Oh boy, they slept. And you know what? It's whatever. We did get there at 5 a.m. that day, so it they needed rest, and I guess that's fine. But we brought food back to them, and me and my mom just pretty much watched some movies for the rest of the evening. And then 11 o'clock came, and I was like, all right, it's time to go to sleep. So here's my little nighttime routine. I did bring my Panoxyl. Of course, we got to use pre-cleanse to take out the makeup, and you probably saw I brought out the toothbrush and toothpaste. Brush your teeth, please. And then my body wash that I brought. Make sure you're washing everything. Wash your ass. Thank you so much, especially while you're on vacation. So yeah, that's me just getting ready for the night. Showered, brushed my teeth, washed my face. This is the little thing that I was talking about. I bought them off of Shein. So they're these compressed like towelettes, and I barely tossed it in the water just so it popped up a little bit. And to that is what I use to do my toners. So I pretty much spread it out, and then will fold it in half and split it in two. So I have one for the morning and one for the night. And I love that thing for traveling. And if I wanted to, I could use like my micellar water on the whole sheet and make that my makeup wipe. And I would rather use my micellar water than like your plain old makeup wipes. I'm not a fan of those, so I trust my micellar water in these plain towelettes. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And here I am using my toners. As I said, they're the same ones every day. My skin was having like a little breakout moment there, so I don't know, stress, whatever. So I did put like a really large patch there on top of them. I did put a few smaller ones on selected areas. I didn't add that into the clips. And then went with some more moisturizer. I used I think the Cicaplast or something of that sort. It's by La Roche-Posay. It's their thick, like pretty much their diaper cream is what it is, but it's a really thick moisturizer just in general for chapped skin. As I said, my skin was most likely dehydrated. But that was pretty much it. Changed into my pajamas, and that was it for day one. Love you, bye.